Hey guys, good morning. I'm just waiting for the heater fan to kick off over there to improve the sound quality out there. We're about to get ready to get started with our yin class. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the hold music. That's something I was particularly proud of putting up this morning. In the meantime, today's challenge is to do a hashtag common bond post with a little mini dance party. You, your buddy, your friends, whoever you're sequestered with, just a short one, throw it up on the gram, hashtag common bond, please, and we'll keep pushing those out on our stories to grow our outreach. Okay, let's get started here. Holler at me if something comes up and you can't hear me. Today's music brought to you by DJ Soul Rising. Thank you so much. Check, check, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Okay. So if you're at home and you have the things that you think you might need, now's a good place to start. You might have two books, two large boxes that are sturdy and can support some weight. A little comfy pillow for a little bit later on, and or some sort of firmer, larger pillow to sit up on where we can start our practice. You might also have a blanket of a variety given to you by your brother-in-law. Thank you, Ricky, for the awesome birthday blanket. Sit up nice and tall. And we need just a few deep breaths here. If we're lucky, Piggy the dog will come join us. Oh look, here she is. Hi, Piggy. She wants to know what we're doing. We're working. Yeah, we're working. Okay, all right. Sit down, lay down, lay down. Good girl, lay down, lay down. Sit up tall. Exhale. And find that breath in your low belly. The space below your hips. Below the pubic bone, down by the tailbone. Breathe there. Don't be afraid. Inhale. A couple more like that. Big, deep breath. Couple more. Uncertainty often breeds anxiety. It takes a physical manifestation in our body. I feel that sense of uncertainty out in the universe right now, in our towns, around us, in our rooms. You can cut it with a knife. Continue to breathe deep here. We'll do our best. And we'll do it with what we have, the tools that you already possess. Won't be afraid that when the moment comes, we'll be ready. Just a couple more deep breaths here, friends. From the low belly all the way up through the crown of the head. Exhale. Coming back into the body, drawing awareness into the fingers and the toes, wiggling them, waking up the shoulder and the jaw. We'll start with a little toe breaker this morning, just to kind of get rolling. We're going to start a little more actively, or at least in those postures that suggest we're going somewhere. We're not. So if you like a little bit of support underneath the knees, great time to put that blanket down underneath the knees, depends on what you're doing at home. And then tuck your toes and send some or any weight back toward your heels. You might get back there and spread those toes apart with your fingers, finding a little space. Remember, we're not trying to put all the weight on one bone, or one set of bones down there in the toes. We're looking to distribute it evenly along the ball of the feet. Now you might feel a lot more comfortable, Dean, if you're out there, being up on the hands and the knees, but I'm sure you've made lots of progress on your own at home. So hold yourself in a position that feels like you can manage it for the next 2 minutes. And then we come back to that breath. Big inhale. Big exhales. Notice the mind does have the habit of wandering, particularly if you're full of that anxiety that is residing around you. Don't worry, that is the nature of the mind. And in fact, now more than ever, we're seeing that sort of true experience of what it means to be stuck in the patterns of our own thoughts. I'm sure many of you are struggling to sleep, struggling to eat properly, to take care of yourself. Certainly, likely not getting the exercise you need for your body to feel comfortable. Allow those thoughts to exist, and then begin to learn to separate yourself from them. We'll take a couple more deep breaths here. I'm certainly starting to feel it in my toes. Big inhale. Big exhale. Big inhale. Big exhale. And then sliding yourself forward. Release those toes, top of the feet. Woo, tap them out. We'll find a way to work on the wrists a little bit here, just to warm up the body, warm up the lower body, particularly the wrists, the palms, the knuckles, etc. Knowing that we do a lot of work with these hands, especially these days. So, pressing down through those base knuckles. Lift up the palms, hold at the top, take an inhale breath, and then very slowly exhale to lower back down. We'll do a couple more like that. Inhale up, exhale back down. Inhale up, exhale back down. Okay, hold at the top. And then rock from one pinky to an index finger. And then the other direction. Back and forth. You can do one hand at a time. Just working out some of that tension that resides in the palms, the wrists, even the fingers themselves. Setting the palms back down. You might flip one hand to its back, placing the palm face up. Pressing into those fingers themselves and the back of the wrist. And then you might try the other side as well. Awesome. Let's come back to a seat. We're going to work on our shoulders, our scalenes from a seated position here. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. Likes to come to work, but then she wants to leave. Very confused. It's like she just wants to do whatever else we're not doing. Sit up tall. Take that. Let's go right hand. I'm going to say the same one that I'm doing. This is my left hand. Right hand. Up and out to the side. Roll that shoulder down and back. Relax the jaw. It'll tense up quite a bit here. You might even want to press the back of the neck toward the wall behind you ever so slightly. Keep your palm open. And we'll turn the head simply on its axis over here toward the left shoulder. A few deep breaths as you reshift that breath from the upper respiratory excuse me for tapping the mic there, down into the low belly. It's been really interesting to try to figure out this whole production schedule. Making sure I have the batteries that I need, the lights, coordinating everything on my own, or with the help of my teachers to try to figure out how to put on a show. A few more deep breaths here, friends. Relax the shoulders. Now we'll take the chin, which is pointed over here toward the left, and tuck it toward the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. You might feel a little more build up here in the forearm or across the top of the bicep. Relax those fingers. Holding that chin close to the chest, you're just gonna rock your nose back and forth like you're shifting it side to side. Feeling where your favorite tight parts are on this side. The next time you bring your chin and your nose out in front of you, go ahead and tilt the head back and let it drop over that shoulder, opening the palm a little bit more. Exhale deeply. We'll slowly bring that chin down back into neutral, that palm into the lap, roll it out a couple of times and let it go. We'll flip over to the other side. So again, drawing yourself back up into that tall position, opening the left palm out to the side, turning that thumb toward the wall behind you, keeping a tenderness to the elbow. Relax the front side of that shoulder as you lengthen the back of the neck and twist over here toward your right side. Taking that first edge. Usually we speak about that as a place to pause and breathe a little deeper. I highly recommend you pause at the first edge or even back up 10 to 20% of where you think you should be. Softening those fingertips if they tend to clench upward toward the sky. And then tucking the chin toward the chest. Woo. Being my non-dominant side or just my left side, I don't know if that's true for dominant, non-dominant, but I feel it more acutely over here. Slight rock of that chin toward the shoulder, back toward the sky. Next time the chin comes up toward the ceiling, let the head begin to drop back as if off the back of the neck, feeling a super long stretch from up in the jaw all the way down to your pinky, index, thumb, fingers. Shoulder a little more. I'm hiking mine up as I sit here. A couple more breaths. Exhale deep. And then ever so slowly, back into center. Flip those palms down. I just recorded a neck and shoulders class with Karen, which we're going to push out this weekend. I'm super looking forward to creating more fun content for y'all. So, coming onto the hands and the knees, let's take the opportunity just to wake up the spine a little bit more, and we'll explore. If you do have your blocks nearby, it might be handy to have them in just a second. Spreading fingers out nice and wide. Inhale, heart forward, lift the tail. Exhale, rounded spine. Maybe even come up on those fingertips. A little extra extension for me in the upper spine. Inhale, heart forward, belly drops. Exhale, round through the spine. Let's take it like a wave, starting at the tail. Inhale, tail lifts, belly drops. Sternum begins to peel open, chin comes up last. And we'll do the same. Tuck tail, round through the navel, back of the heart, head to chest. A few more wave-like motions here. Exhale. Grab a hold of those blocks. We're going to push a little more into our upper spine, and we'll slide the hands a little closer to the knees, pressing down into the palms. And you can do this on knuckles too. That'll give you a little bit of extra extension if you don't have blocks or pillows or whatever. After your heart forward, push up into the upper back, and then see if you can shift the weight slightly back so it's that space in between the shoulder blades that you're lengthening here, allowing them to spread wide. Take a few deep breaths here. On your next inhale, let the heart come forward. Hold on your cow belly, lengthen the back of the neck without squeezing the shoulders together, just draw them down toward your waist. If you're scalloping mostly in the tail here, see if you can shift the weight back and try to extend in the space just above the belly. So from basically the bottom of the rib cage up, but on your back, that thoracic vertebrae, push it up to the sky, lengthen it here. Going against gravity using our cow posture. All right, let's go from there into a prone position. We're gonna do our inner thighs with half frog, and then we'll do our pecs with a single-sided pec twist. So half frog might require some extra support for this knee off to the side of the mat. I'm going to take my blanket and spread it all the way out so that when I lay on my belly, either way, one knee on either side of the mat will be supported. Now you may want a bolster or a block nearby to throw one leg up on. You also might want your nice pillow here for something to lay on. Make sure you don't have too much extension in the spine when you lay down on the belly. Throwing one knee out to the side. Try to find the position where your knee presses back so it's in line with the hip. Bring the heel out, there's a dog there. So the toes are pointing out from the heel at a perpendicular angle, and then the heel is in line with the knee at a perpendicular angle. Now again, I feel a little bit of pinching here in my low back because I'm lengthening upwards, so come down to the belly, and then just sink into this left hip. So if you're tempted to do more here, pause, take a few deep breaths, and then choose whether you want to go a little bit deeper. That little bit deeper position might be to slide a block underneath the knee, or a bolster underneath the knee, or a pillow underneath the knee. Wherever you're at, we'll be here for another minute or so. Deep breaths. Push that leg down toward the end of the mat and then allow it to fall down toward the floor. Rock your sacrum side to side, right and left. Take a few breaths here just to balance it a bit. You don't have to turn around, but I'm turn around for the sake of the camera. We'll go the other direction. Right leg out perpendicular to the body. Find the position where the knee and the hip are more or less at 90 degrees. Heel is also at 90-ish degrees. Toes are potentially at 90-ish degrees. And then let that weight sink toward the floor without squeezing the glute at all. You'll find that this hip flexor and those inner thigh lines tend to resist. Your objective here is to allow the passive stretch without too much force from external muscles. Deep breaths here. Finding that we're about 30 minutes or so into our practice. And that's the part usually where we tend to want to get up and do something else. Most of us can make it 20 minutes on our own, 30 minutes with a little help. The difference between a teachers, the people in the room, somebody encourage them just to stay where you're at. Keep breathing. Exhale deep. So slow. Bring that heel in. Push it down toward the end of the mat. Rock yourself side to side. All right. tabletop in between this and our pec stretch. Just a little more movement and activity. Okay, so back down on the belly. Remember that it's not uncommon in our pec stretch to have that shoulder down here by the waist. We want to bring our elbow up in line with the shoulder as much as possible so that the elbow is straight out from the side and the palm is at a 90 or more degree angle from the chest. So I'm going to find that comfortable position, lay down entirely on my belly, and then turn my head away from my hand. Remembering to keep your hand away from your face unless you just washed it, but I don't necessarily recommend it regardless. Once you've found this pec stretch position, stay there for a little while. Keep breathing deep. Allow your belly to let go, particularly the area in the low belly, space below the belly button towards the tailbone. You can feel it pressing into the floor. It's a great way to send your attention into the breath and less into what's happening in the physical sensation. Of course, we're always acutely mindful of those sharp pains, sensations in the body that say, no, or don't think so today. I'd like you to respect those as always. Remember, this is your practice. I have ideas, but it's even harder via the YouTube to check in with you and see how your body's feeling. Listen to what it says. Breathe deep here. There's something that you can just let go a little bit more, maybe 20%. Do that now. Awesome. Ever so slowly, sliding that left hand down to your waist. Flip the palm so it faces up toward the sky. Soften that left shoulder, relax it out. Couple breaths here. Nice. Okay, we'll flip over to the other side, friends. So that'll be the right arm. Elbow out, in line with the shoulder. Flatten the palm, but relax it at a degree that feels like sustainable, even now. And then turn your chin the other direction. wander, and gently, ever so gently, bring them back here into this bend. Great opportunity to direct your mental energy to be thankful for your body, be thankful for the health that you have. Something obviously we should do every day, but most of us, at least I, don't. A reminder that you're doing everything you can with the body that you have. It's the mind that gets in the way and tries to convince us otherwise. Just a couple more deep breaths here. Exhale. And then ever so slowly take that right hand, slide it down by your waist. Flip it so it's palm face up. Relax that right shoulder just a little bit here and let it go. Big deep breath. Okay. The last pose before Shavasana today is going to be puppy dog. We're going to get that spine open, nice and long. Use some energy and hopefully a little mental, emotional space headed into your weekend. I like to start with a bolster as my option for underneath the chest. You also can have a block. Taking the knees out nice and wide, feet flat on the floor, tops of the feet down. Keeping knees and hips in line from the side. Begin to walk the hands forward, keeping those hips back over top of the knees as you find a place to put the sternum. Now, for me, most of my extension is in my low back. So when I get down into my puppy dog, I'm going to try to slightly tuck the tail and lengthen a little bit more out of this mid-thoracic cavity up through the crown of the head. So scallop and then tuck. Lengthen the back of the neck. Eyes might go forward, but chin comes down in line. And then I put my weight onto that support. Option, of course, to work those hands a little further forward. So even here, I'm pressing down through my hands forward and back through my hips to get the longest spine from tail through crown of the head while letting the weight of gravity press me toward the floor. If this bolster's too big, you might explore the block option. Out of your chest, through the blocker bolster, into the floor. Exhale deeply. yourself back up. Come onto your hands and your knees. And take that awesome cat back afterward. Make your way down to your final resting pose to Shavasana. It is the most important pose. So we always say, make a little nest, grab your pillow, and see if you can settle into a place where you feel like you can stay for the next few minutes. So it is my tradition at Common Bond to leave you in open-ended Shavasana, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that on these live streams. Friends, many of you already support us in many different ways, but if you have the opportunity and you appreciate the practice, to go over to patreon.com/commonbond. Support us with a very minimal $7 a month, $11 a month donation. That contribution does help keep us alive during this time. We promise more cool, fun content, all that stuff, but any amount that you can pledge will help get us through to the other side. And of course, if that's not something you're able to do, please don't. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and we'll see you on the other side of this. Thank you so much. Namaste.